Okay, good morning everyone. Running a little bit late today. I hope you are well. This is the FS Street Tokyo Open Live Room, a daily show that features real trading at the very heart of the Asian session with myself, FibStalker. Thank you very much for joining. As you know, I treat risk very seriously. If you learn to manage risk, basically you almost solved the trading riddle, so to speak. So the trading Forex and its derivatives, futures, options, and CFDs and other instruments with retail of exchange transaction involve substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Now, as you know, you may lose all or more of your initial investment. Leverage can work for you as well as against you. You don't have to necessarily use leverage. You do only when you have to take a position that allows you to stay within the risk parameters that you have defined. For example, a risk 1%. Leverage can work for you as well as against you. It magnifies gains as well as losses. Past performance, not necessarily indicative of future results. Please also review the official disclosure on the website. The information, including the commentary and trade ideas provided in this webinar, should not be relied upon as a substitute for extensive independent research, which should be performed before making an investment decision. So welcome Roland, EDGFX, Sinatra, Anthony, Dan, we have Desi, BW, Arinda, there is Mauricio as well. Hello Mauritius, if you're online. I'm providing this information for you for your general information and educational purposes. I, Giuseppe Basile, FibStalker Consulting Incorporated and FS Street, will not be responsible for any losses incurred on investment made by attendees as a result of any information in this webinar. So welcome. If you want to have my contact information, good morning, Roland. You can find it here. And as we lost a little bit of time here, what I would do, I would just roll on into the charts here. So let me share the charts and we can take it from there. Okay, so you're seeing silver here, and that's not necessarily a market we want to start from. What I want to notice that this market has moved above the 1734 and came back below it. So this market is actually not confirming strength here. That's what we saw. Here. Now, that said, this market is also trading potential extensions here on the 4 hours. So if you are long or have considered this market long, mind that there is still a push higher. Okay, so welcome, Nick. Hello. So my apologies, I ran a little bit late today. Very good news. Yesterday I learned that one of my studies and presentation is going to be taken into account for an award here in Canada, the award of the Canadian Society of Tech Analysts. So I got a nominee, and if you are member of the Canadian CSTA, consider my work. There are the slides, and vote for it if you like it. So that's the Jack Frost Award and Hall of Fame. So thanks for considering it if you are a member of the Canadian Society of Technical Analysts. All right, so let's get into these markets here. If you have any specific markets you want me to review, among others, you just let me know, and I'll put that in. So we had here the euro dollar here. This is the daily, and the daily has pierced its 50% retrace here, and it's now retracing to find a potential level short. There is this level that is the high without considering the wick here at 115.35. Two lows. This has traded, and this market could continue down into 113.16, 17 here, and potentially 12.81. So this market is still, for me, is still in a move lower, and it should be traded accordingly. Okay, because excuse me, because the measure moves here have pushed this price lower, and this price is also on the daily and also visible on the weekly. It's still in this lateral move. We also know that if the dollar index resumes its move lower, this market has the potential to go into 122.30 area here, which is this area that I have identified. The US dollar Japanese yen, very interesting development here, and I'm going to show you what has happened. This market, very technical market, you will remember that this market has traded a level which is just on top of this recent weekly highs 3 weeks ago. And those who follow me know that we have identified this in advance. And I actually remember at the time this level is also visible on the daily here. We knew this level with almost 2 weeks in advance here, and 3 days before the signal, the second signal was given here. The second signal being this last test, the last test before the move lower here. I mentioned that algos were already positioned on the short side, and in fact there was a participation lower from this 111.80. So once the as soon as the market came back to that level, it actually started moving. So this moving lower and went into that first target, and now it has retraced into the all the way halfway back here. So if nothing changes in this market, we are going to potentially see a continuation lower. There's only one level we are watching here, and that's trading at this very moment, and that's an extension from highs to highs here, and this is trading now. So this is the only level that potentially could hold this market. If the 108.16 is pierced on the downside, we can kiss goodbye this market, and any retest of this level become opportunities to sell this market. Okay, so there is actually the possibility for a continuation lower. This continuation lower would be, if this market continue, would be into the second target of this previous measure move here. So I'm going to highlight this level, and I will leave it on the chart. That's the 102.52. We know that this market wants to go and test the 102.50, which is the area on the weekly time frame where algos on the weekly time frame will want to have a say in this market, and to see whether that it would be possible to reverse this market. Okay, so if you're short this market, keep the shorts. The 108.40 could actually provide support in this market for at least for a period of time. We don't know whether that support will work, and if it works, we're going to see a bounce. And I still believe that this market, having traded the daily shorts here, it's most likely to continue lower. Okay, so this is what we see here. So let me have a look at the chat here. If you have any questions, please write them down, and then I will analyze the market that that you want to review. So if not, I will just continue here. Euro, Australian dollar, it's a very interesting market. This market has pierced the 50% from shorts, and this market is actually this market was actually on a move lower here. It bounced from lows, and I was not anticipating this bounce from lows, and then it went to break the 50% level here. So any retracing in this market, if they're offered, they become buying opportunities at this point for a retest of 163.21. Okay, so this market had respected a short yesterday, and then it's now just continuing higher on top of 50% that is a daily 50% that has traded, unfortunately, has traded basically has traded yesterday at the open. That's the it has traded today at the open, rather. Is this level here? The market came into this level. I was looking for a continuation short here after the break, and in fact, initially the market traded shorts here, this bar here, but then shorts were negated. So at the moment we have the daily long here, but also we have the 4-hour long from lows to this high here. Okay, so this 154.63 has been participated twice, and it keeps pushing price. Next target is going to be 155.65. Okay, so this is what we can anticipate in this market. Okay. So this market is continuing higher for now, and there is a target on the daily time frame, which is I'm going to remove this potential resistance here that did not work, and this market is trading this level here, so it could push higher into 156.79 for, as we mentioned, for a continuation higher here. All right. So 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. EST today, this market could actually start to pick up again and keep moving higher into that 156.78. Any questions so far here? So let me see here. Nick, Roland, Sinatra, Dan, Wells, BW, EDG, FX. If you have any questions, just write them down, and I'll be very happy to answer them. So so the Euro Canadian dollar, on the other hand, has been, in a way, it's in a similar move, and particularly this market has also a long below recent price here. So that's what this market is trading here. It's a little bit seems to be a little bit weaker here, and this market has the potential to go and trade the 144.45.68, which would be a long. So if this market gets into 145.68, this is going to become an opportunity to bring price into previous size, 149.50. So it's sizable sized move here. It's almost 400 pips. So that's something that essentially you want to keep an eye on. Okay, and okay, So if it retraces, it could stop around 145.60 area, and from there continue higher. Of course, the condition here is that this market continues to move lower. Next, US dollar Canadian dollar, very similar behavior as we have seen for the US dollar Japanese yen, and in fact, as soon as the dollar index here has started slowing down, and this market could have potentially started its move lower here. You will remember that an important event has happened in this market the last 2 weeks. Particularly, you know that we were looking at a level of support from highs to highs, and this level of support has held 1, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6. 6 times here, and then we had last week, he had the break 92.68 was pierced on the downside. So this is a very, very important development, because now the dollar index could potentially move lower. Okay, so it had, after the break of this level, it had a reaction. The maximum level the reaction could go to is this 96.76. If that reaction has completed, if it's done, if it's completed here, and there is always a possibility for that, then that also means that markets like the US dollar Japanese yen and the US dollar Canadian dollar could actually resume their move lower. Okay. It's not guaranteed, but obviously this market tend to move together, and we're seeing that move lower in the dollar index is actually translating in a move lower in US dollar Canadian dollar and US dollar Japanese yen. So if that's the case, this market is trading at level that we could only identify after the fact, and it's a high here, and this came into play here to the pip, and this also projects price lower into the first and second target. The first target would be that 121.91, and that would help price into the all the way halfway back here. It should be a 120.50 here. Sorry, that's not low. Let me add a little bit of data here and show you the low there. The low, it's not July 2014, but it's rather it's this October here 2012. October 2012 to the highs at here 147.80, and as you can see, the first level, the first target here lines up with that 50% level. So this might be a important trace here that we have to consider. So that trace is already giving us the target if this continues lower. So what we can anticipate in this market, it's a potential retrace here. It could bring price into the all the way halfway back, even higher here. Okay, so we could be seeing here a reaction that has started around the closure of the European session. So the around 2 to 3 here, we saw this market starting a reaction higher, reversal period, and this market could actually reverse here. Now, if we look at the sequence here, this market has been very, very technical. It traded from highs to lows and went into that first target, and then the market came back And if we trace from highs to recent lows here, let me see if the lows were printed before here. Yes, it appears that the lows were printed before, so this broke price into that first and second target, and look at how beautifully the second target has reacted. The market went into the first target and the second target. As soon as the second target has been tested, profit taking in this market. Okay, so if this market continues lower, it's going to be now around the level it's trading now. In fact, it's reacting from that level. If price gets above 128.64, it is very probable to see all the way back test here, the 129.21. All right. So this market could actually react lower also around a different level here. That would be around 128.80. So an interesting market to follow. In fact, it is on my list here for today and tonight. So this is the US dollar, Canadian dollar, and you understand what we're trying to do here. We actually we're actually trying to capture the next level where this market could resume the move lower. At the moment, it's profit taking, as I've showed you here. There is profit taking around this. Sorry, just removed the level. The profit taking is around that second target, right to the pip of that second target here that we identified by capturing the retrace, 50% retrace from previous highs into, sorry, that was not the trace. The trace is to new lows after the first target was hit. So from highs to new lows here, and then we got price into the first and second target. Okay, so we're trying to see if this market continues higher, whether it's going to stop at this 129.22. And this would be a level to watch. The market could stop at a lower level here, so be mindful about that and just continue lower. So we always have to consider all the level. In fact, I never short this level blindly. I always test them with a technique, it's a proprietary technique called FibStalking timing. And if the market, the larger time frame, if the short come into play in the smaller time frame, the sequence on the smaller time frame breaks, that's an indication to go short from this 128.80 level. Okay. So sorry, let me check here. I didn't see whether okay. So this is for the US dollar, Canadian dollar here. Just verifying a number of scenarios on the smaller time frame here, because I want to be fully ready to be able to trade this market, whether if it continues lower or not. And this market, along with the Australian dollar and also, of course, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, tend to move also during the Tokyo session. So if this market gets moving higher and then finds resistance, that would be a good signal to actually short this market. All right. So next we have here, I want to review very quickly New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, US dollar. New Zealand dollar has started a move higher here. This market is looking for a short. We indicated a level yesterday, but there are a number of levels that we have to test before this market can actually resume its move lower. There's another level here, an extension short that has traded today, and this market has still the possibility to continue higher, though. I think this level could even be retested eventually, the 68.42. If this level is retested successfully, the 68.42, this becomes a short here. Okay, so that's something that you have to keep in mind. And of course, the first target, if that would happen, and it's not impossible, I think we're going to see a bounce from at lower levels here. That bounce, I mean, has already started on a smaller time frame. So if we retest this 68.42, we're going to see a potential good signal for a short here. And so I'm going to highlight this level here. So that's something you want to keep in mind if for opportunities in this market. Okay. Just 1 second here. Reviewing a couple of things. All right. Okay. All right. So let's review our last market here, and then I'll let you go. Thanks to DZ, FX, Roland, Sinadra, Danik, BW, Mauricio, Alexander, Adinda, Desi, and I want to thank Desi for her patience and the work, daily work that she puts into this show to make sure that we can this show can be prepared. The last market I want to review is the $300 US dollar. This market is basically moving like the very similarly to the New Zealand dollar. It's a bit today showed a little bit more stronger move on the downside here. So when we put things in perspective, there was this huge big move lower here. The 50% came into play, and that's the reason why we have been playing this market long, and this market is searching for the next level of resistance to keep moving lower. There is one level that I've indicated in the last few days. This is the lowest to lows. This market has not yet tested that level. Okay, but this market could actually still has support below current prices here, and could actually get into that level very quickly here. And then once that level trades, we will see how this market is going to behave. This area here has tested once, twice. The third time continued higher. It's in a move higher here, still in a move higher. And it has the potential to get into that first target, and potentially even higher here. So we are looking for, after this strong move lower, we're looking for the next area, which is going to be traded by algorithms, and this area, the closer one, is the 74.25. So you want to keep this in mind to for your trading. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start a summary of this session right now. There are good opportunities here to be played. So stay still and manage risk. So let's start from, I start the summary here from the SP500. SP500 has actually pierced the sequence on the upside, and today has actually pierced the extension long here, so it's coming back into the 50%. If this 50% does not hold, this market has started a lateral move here, and that those lateral move can basically they can resolve both direction. Euro dollar has failed the longs here, and it's trading potentially shorts at 144.69 with targets at 113.16 and 112.80. US dollar Japanese yen has traded the 50% level and it keeps moving lower. We have a clear level here that will confirm the move lower. That's the 108.17. If that pierces, this market is going to continue lower. Of course, any any retest or opportunities after that break would be opportunities to get short this market. All right, so this might be interesting here. The US dollar Japanese yen as a continuation lower would actually mean that we can actually keep trading this market lower into the second target that I have identified here below, the 102.52. Euro Australian dollar respects the 50% level, keeps pushing higher on top of 154.63. Euro Canadian dollar, similar situation, a little bit weaker than the Euro Australian dollar, with support below at 45.68. The US dollar Canadian dollar has reversed as well. We identified the anchor here after the fact, not before the fact, 130.20. Even if we identify this after the fact, it's still important to know where this is, because we want to be able to know where are the targets and price structure and what market can do. This market here has the potential to bounce from current levels here, and it could actually potentially even retest previous highs here. But we have been looking at some of the levels where this market could stop. If the market stops at some of these levels, then we want to get involved on the short side. If the market just continues lower, we will anyway get opportunities. I believe here this market is going to find some support and push higher. We then reviewed in the end the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This market has traded an extension short here, traded once. This market could push higher and test the level twice, another time, and after that we could see actually a more convinced move lower. The strong move higher that we see on the daily will need some time to be worked out. Okay, so do not anticipate or expect this market to reverse right away. It's not going to happen. The Australian dollar, US dollar, on the other end, although very similar to the New Zealand dollar, US dollar has traded the long 73.36. This market is still being supported here, so there's no reason to believe that this market cannot indeed test 74.23. And with that said, I want to thank you for joining me today. Wednesday are always more difficult, because the more I go through the week, the more tired I get as well. In fact, the reason for that is that I trade also the European Open 3 times a week, and at the moment I'm based in Toronto. It's easier when I'm in Europe. So that's very important, because at between 2 and 3:30 there are a lot of opportunities on not only European plays, but also Pacific plays and other markets. So, all right. So I want to thank you for being here today, and I want to remind you the contact information here. If you wish to contact me, you can reach me at FibStalker@gmail.com. There's also a free newsletter. You can subscribe there, and let me know what you think about it. Okay. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.